Hello. For today's video, I'm thinking of making some word embellishments. Okay. What I pulled out was a pen, a regular pen, a marker, some distress ink, my daubers, a part of an old book because I'm going to use that, and then I took out a pad of paper and I just wrote down words. And I'll bring this up closer so you can take a screenshot if you're interested in using the same words, or perhaps these can trigger your own words. Okay, and I just wrote them down on the paper because now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make these words into embellishments. Alrighty, so this is how we're going to do it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tear these out. And then, actually, I wanted to trim to do this back side too, or this left side of the paper. I don't want it to stay flat. This is going to be tough for me because I have a hard time with my fingers. All right, just take it slow and do it. You can do this, Barbara. That pinching grasp is really hard for me to do when it's this small. I'm surprised I can do this. Alrighty. Guess it's still early enough in the day. Alrighty, very good. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to separate all these words. So here's the word treasure, and the word fun, and the word friend, and trust. You know what? It might be easier to start. Where's my blue? Right there. To do this now rather than later, because I think this will definitely help with the time-wise there. Eventually, when I separate those now, then I can go ahead and add it on the other two sides if need be. It might be easier to do it this way. Yep. Let's make things real easy, Barbara. My husband's grandmother used to call me that, Barbara. She was so sweet. She just loved me so much, and I just always felt loved when I was around her. Always, always, always. That was a nice relationship we had. Alrighty, and then we can tear these ones off. Finish coloring those. So just so you know, I'm doing this so that you also know that you don't have to have the stamps. You could always just write your own words or stamp your own words or type your own words and print them off. But this is as easy as just taking a piece of lined paper, or you can even do it with unlined paper, but I'm not that neat to do it with unlined paper. And then you can make these into embellishments, which is so much fun. Okay, 4 more, not too shabby. So have you ever made these before? Have you seen them before? I've seen some similar ideas. I also like to do this with words that come out of flyers or books, but you have to have a decent book. This book here, this Ransom, there's a lot of negative words in it, so there's not really, I wouldn't be able to find very many positive words in there. Alrighty, so that's done, but I will still need that. Alrighty, so now what we've got to do is we've got to glue them down on here. So what I like to do is turn it sideways. And then glue it down. And I'm thinking that glue stick would be better with this. Yep. Most definitely. I'm just trying to get them on the words on the paper. Alrighty, very good. That was definitely much more easy with the glue stick. All right, so then I'm just going to tear this up. Put my paper over there. Okay, and then again we're going to tear these out. And then once I get down to this small, then I just go ahead and just tear it again right in between the two. And there's some embellishment words. These are really nice to just add to a card or into a journal. I like to use these a lot in journaling or in collages. Collages are so much fun to make. But because they're just made out of all paper, they're perfect for collages. And what is a very simple piece of ephemera to make for yourself. Alrighty, and then we can go ahead and we can get a little bit more color and do some more color. When I want to keep it on that book on this side, there you go. I like to collect the colors of my inks on paper so I can reuse it. So that one's all done. That looks nice. So we've got faith and helpful and beauty. And I'm also looking at these to make sure there's no bad words. I didn't see any in the beginning either, but it's always good to check. So while I'm gluing this down, I'm looking at all four sides just to make sure. Because you never know. Oops, other side, Barb. Treasure. Hello. Special. Every time I see or think of the word special, then it just reminds me of working at the Dollar Tree, and there's so many elderly people that come in and out of there. And when I was working behind the main counter, I loved to mess with the customers and play on the microphone. And one of my favorite things to do was I made a sign that said, "You are special," and I would hold it up to every person that would come through my line and say, "Has anybody told you that you're special today?" And I would hold the sign up, and 99% of the people were just so thrilled that I took the time to do that. And they were always giving me hugs, and that was just so cute. And then it was fun because they would come back and they would wait for my line. It didn't matter if there was one person at the next line, they were going to be done. They would wait take their turn through 10 people to stay in my line. So, which was kind of funny. And then one of the fellas said, "Well, maybe you need to get another sign for the other registers too." So everybody gets to hear that. It's nice to hear nice words. Which I agree. That was nice. I enjoyed doing that. That was a lot of fun. Okay, so we are done. And look at how pretty they came out. Let me bring them up closer to you. Just very, very simple, but look at how nice they are. I'm actually impressed that my words are legible, but I did actually take my time and write them. So there you go. There's another neat idea for a homemade word embellishment. How simple is that? And you can embellish them more by putting bling on, or putting it on different shapes, or putting it on different paper. But I like to, when I make these, I prefer to leave them just like this, so that way I can always add them to something else later. So because I mean, you could put this here, and then you could add it on here, the word fun, you know. So there's so many different things that you can do with that. Alrighty, so I hope you like this video today, and if you did, please give me a thumbs up, and until we meet again, happy crafting. Bye-bye.